So the question of today is, should you play Persona 3 Portable? Now, if I were to be completely honest, this was a game I knew that I was going to go back and play, but I don't like just talking about things that I haven't tried out. Even though I've played Persona 3, I haven't played this version of Persona 3. So I'm just one of those people, I like to be really thorough and I like to talk about things that I am familiar with. I almost didn't make this because I was like, so much time has passed, who cares now? But then I remember, best girl is in my banner. So, we can't do her like that. We can't do it. No way. No way. We can't do her like that. So we got to talk about this. It's important, man. It's important. Persona 3 is my favorite Persona game, at least so far. So the original Persona 3 came out in 2006 on the PlayStation 2. This version, though, is based off of the 2009 version that was released on the PSP. So at this point, you have probably watched multiple content creators, and if they've talked about Persona, you've already seen videos and stuff on that. So I'm not going to do a deep dive on this, but I do want to share my thoughts, and more importantly, I want to approach this from a different angle. And that angle is, who is this for? Who is this release meant for? Because this is actually Persona 3 Portable Remaster. So the question is, who should be checking this out? Who should be playing this? This isn't the same thing as Persona 4 Golden. We're going to be missing some features, but we're also going to be gaining some features. So let's just jump right into the video right about Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Ryofu, and you are watching The Gaming Harbinger. So, if you have played the original Persona 3 game, if you have played Persona 3 FES, if you have played Persona 3 Portable, guess what? You're probably going to check out this game. So I want to put that to the side for a minute because I want to talk more specifically to the people that have played Persona 4 Golden or have just played Persona 5, or you've played both of these and that's all you've played. Persona 3 was the entry where Persona shifted gears and they made things more streamlined, all the while adding sim dating mechanics. I will come back to you old fans at the end of this video, so let's get back to the newer fans. I think if you started with Persona 4 Golden or Persona 5, you fit into two categories. You clearly enjoyed one or both of those games so much you want to play more like them, right? Well, you're either willing to push through a dated game despite the age, or you have no problem playing older games. If you love playing older games and have recently gotten into Persona, congratulations! I don't think you'll be disappointed. But if you are a new fan, you don't care for going back to older games, much less hitting on the Switch to your PlayStation 2, I think you should skip this. Some people think I am absolutely insane for saying this, I imagine. In a perfect world, everyone would be forced to play Persona 3 because it's a masterpiece. But this version is missing post-game content as well as the anime cutscenes, and you not being able to see your character in non-combat sequences. The last one is especially weird because it's designed like a visual novel, so it's like you click on people and locations you want to interact with. And if you have been watching the channel for a while, you know I love me some visual novels. But it is strange in this case since the original Persona 3 did not do this. But in case you're wondering, they did it to save memory for the PSP. Not only that, there are stills in the background whenever characters are talking. The dialogue bubble with blinking anime characters look sharp and are of high resolution. However, my God, do the stills on this version look horrendous. Ugh. You can tell it's a non-HD image that was blown up and looks muddy and blurry. Now let's take a moment to talk about some of the positives of this version of the game. It's gonna sound crazy, I know, but I am not making this up. One of the pluses of this version of the game is that you can actually control all the characters. I know, what a concept, it's crazy, right? to be able to control all your characters. But I'm being serious. If you play the version I played, which was FES, that means you have to choose amongst presets, which, you know, when you level up in the game and everything, it kind of works out. What ends up happening is that you will get to a point where you level up your comrades so much that even if they make a bad decision here and there, 80% of the time they're gonna make good decisions and they'll be okay. They'll survive. They'll live to see another day. Now, if I were to be completely honest, I think most people are just gonna prefer to not have presets and be able to give individual commands. It feels nice. It feels normal. Persona 3 Portable is in the unique position of being the only Persona game giving you the option to play as a female character. This is actually good for newcomers as well as people who played the PlayStation 2 versions. This character can date characters you couldn't in the original. They have also added new characters as well as new songs that are exclusive to this version of the game. It's honestly motivating me to put another 100 hours into this series, without me feeling like I have already seen all these things before. So if I were to be completely honest, a lot of this stuff feels new because it's been years since I've played this game. So obviously a lot of experience are feeling pretty fresh for me right now. While earlier I criticized the stills in the background, the actual graphics in combat look crisp and run smooth. The colors in Tartarus look very vibrant despite it all looking the same. Yes, the characters will look blocky. Yes, it will look like a PlayStation 2 game. But PlayStation 2 games rarely ever ran at 60 frames per second and looked this sharp. For older fans, I think you should purchase this. I played the FES version and I can see the additional content plus the improvements that they did to this game. You might miss seeing certain characters pulling up on you during lunch, and you might miss the occasional anime cutscene, but these are not things that will ruin the game for you. After playing the game for roughly 20 hours, I can honestly say the things that I was disappointed with have been forgotten, and now I am just having fun. Of course, I really miss Mass Destruction because it's the greatest battle song in an RPG. Act like you don't know. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So in conclusion, I'll say that Persona 3 and Persona 4, they're hard recommends. But I think the recommendation gets a little harder with Persona 3. With Persona 4, at least you have Persona 4 Golden to recommend, and you're getting the best version of the game. With Persona 3, there's multiple caveats that are involved with that. I will say this, once you put in Persona 3 Portable, you get past the things that you're missing, you're going to enjoy the game overall. And if this is your introduction, you know, those things aren't going to be like these major deal breakers. But I totally understand, and please believe, Persona 3 is my personal favorite. So I really wish we could get the best damn version of this game. I really wish that was the case. I wish we could have just combined forces, you know what I mean? Like it was Voltron or something. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. So we got this version. And I'm actually very grateful that we're at least getting this. I'm grateful that it's on multiple platforms. And guess what? I'm enjoying the game. I'm probably going to finish this again. That says something. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Please let me know where you stand in the comment section down below. If you're one of those people that you're like, I'm not pleased with this release, it's missing too many features, tell me, what would it take for you to like this? What would they have to change? What would they have to add? I'll be honest with you, some of it I probably would agree with you. But anyways, thank you for checking out the video to the very end, and I will see you next time.